Senator Thom Tillis opposes Ed Martin's nomination for D.C. prosecutor over January 6 concerns. A political storm is brewing in Washington as Republican Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina has publicly opposed President Joe Biden's nominee, Ed Martin, for the position of U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. Tillis' opposition stems from what he describes as Martin's concerning stance on the prosecution of individuals involved in the January 6 Capitol riot. The U.S. Attorney for D.C. plays a uniquely powerful role, overseeing not just local crimes in the nation's capital, but also high-profile federal cases, including those tied to the attack on the Capitol. In this context, Tillis' disapproval carries significant weight and could derail the nomination entirely. In a statement released Tuesday, Senator Tillis didn't mince words. This position is not just any prosecutorial post, it is ground zero for defending the rule of law in our democracy, he said. Mr. Martin has made statements and taken positions that suggest a willingness to downplay or dismiss the severity of the January 6 events. That is unacceptable. Tillis further argued that the next U.S. attorney must be committed to upholding justice impartially but firmly, especially in cases that test the nation's democratic foundations. If we can't rely on our top legal officials to hold people accountable for attacking the Capitol, then we risk setting a dangerous precedent, Tillis added. Martin's nomination now faces an uncertain future. The Senate Judiciary Committee, which is evenly divided, could find itself at a deadlock if no Republicans support the nomination. In such a scenario, Martin's confirmation would stall unless Democrats can convince one or more GOP senators to cross the aisle or use procedural tactics to move the nomination forward. White House officials have stood by Martin's qualifications, emphasizing his experience as a former federal prosecutor and his stated commitment to justice and constitutional law. However, critics have pointed to interviews and legal writings where Martin appeared to question the prosecution strategy for some non-violent January 6 defendants, suggesting that in some cases the government had overreached. These concerns have only intensified in light of ongoing legal battles and appeals related to the events of that day. Tillis' move also reflects a deeper division within the Republican Party itself. Some party leaders, including Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, have condemned the Capitol riot as a violent attack on democracy. Others, however, continue to defend those arrested as victims of political persecution or frame the incident as a protest gone too far. The debate over Martin's nomination thus reopens long-simmering tensions over how to address the legacy of January 6 and what it means for the rule of law in America moving forward. The Judiciary Committee is expected to hold further discussions in the coming days, but without clear consensus, the nomination could remain in limbo. Should it fail to advance, it would be a significant political blow to the Biden administration and could delay prosecutions or policy shifts within the D.C. U.S. Attorney's Office. Observers say the situation highlights just how deeply polarized American politics has become, even when it comes to filling critical legal roles. What's your take on Senator Tillis' move? Should Ed Martin be confirmed despite these concerns? Or is accountability more important than party loyalty? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Red Pepper News for more bold, in-depth political coverage you won't see anywhere else. Stay sharp, stay informed.